I'm Hannah Keane. I'm one of 80,000 people in the UK who are adopted or in the care system. As a toddler, supposedly protected by the state, I was badly neglected and left to fend for myself. They say time heals all wounds, but my trauma still haunts me.
You're so gay.
I'll burn the pasta.
I like it crispy.
I just hope that the pain that follows her doesn't follow her any longer. I hope she can find a way out of that.
Adopted people face more struggles than people think.
You okay?
I don't know where I'd be without those who love me. Would I be like my birth family? Family Futures, a non-profit London-based adoption agency founded in 1998, changed my life. They specialise in helping people like me to trace their elusive roots and work through trauma. Their CEO, Jay Vaughan, has helped me more than words can say.
I think we offer something special because what we provide is a really truly holistic wraparound service, so that it's support for the parents, support for the children. You know, if things are going well, they don't need us so much, and the idea is to make yourself redundant so you're not needed. But when things are challenging, then you need to have some consistent place where people really truly understand the trauma.
But most of all, I owe my life to my forever mum and dad. At the age of 3, they adopted me, and I discovered family is love, not blood.
Happy days. Family Futures found out things about your past and your birth family that even we as adoptive parents had never known.
It changes you as a person when you learn about things like that. I've never been the same since. I mean, I've grown from it, but it's also left quite deep scars. I'm going to Family Futures today to look back at my life story work in their gym room for the first time in 3 years, a timeline of everything that led to my adoption.
I hope to find a bit more peace, I'd say, because when I found out about it originally, it was very traumatic and very overwhelming.
21-year-old Leo also frequently goes to Family Futures, but is at a different stage of her journey. Due to a breakdown in her adoption, Leo lives with her girlfriend Chloe and their dog Sandy. She is travelling to Family Futures today for an art therapy session.
Hi Jay, it's lovely to see you.
I don't really have fond memories of the gym. Some of my hardest therapy sessions have been in there. It's where I found out about my life story work, so it'll be a bit difficult going back into that room. I've not been in it since. There are the nerves, but I do feel a sense of calmness. This is my calm place, and it's a place that I feel safe. Meanwhile, Leo is ready to explore her emotions through cognitive art therapy, which utilises art to encourage communication over distressing feelings.
Thank you. So I'm seeing a rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm wondering where the rabbit might be.
In the beginning, I was scared. Rabbits usually get scared and they run and hide.
Yeah.
I was staying with a friend and I was really having really bad mental health, and I didn't want to go home. Like, I even said to him, like, just section me. I don't want to go back. And then it came to a point where I had a session here, and I told Sarah a lot of things that no one knew about. That's why I want something scary, don't know what yet, and it's making the rabbit just want to go hide.
Yeah.
To represent the fear from the beginning.
Yeah.
So long.
In the gym, Jay and I are rolling out my life story work. This information about my past was all unknown to me until Family Futures tracked it down and reveals the trauma and neglect myself and my siblings suffered.
Just sneaked into the ninth garage.
Yeah. I know that it was a very bad environment. There was a lot of emotional and physical abuse. It was a very unclean and unstable environment. My siblings weren't looked after properly.
Maybe things were so hard that little Hannah just learnt to go to sleep, which I think lots of kids do. You can't do much when you're a baby. You can't run away, you can't fight. You can just disconnect, go to sleep, stop crying.
It was supposed to be a big blob, but I don't really know.
Okay.
We're supposed to be rain, but I don't know what it is now.
What do you think it might look like now?
I don't know. Confusion.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's still questions about my birth family and that. But I still feel like it was my fault when my parents didn't want me, and it's always been my issue. What's wrong with me? Why can't I fit in? I think I get very angry with myself, and sometimes I take it out on myself because I don't know what to do about it.
That made a lot of sense, that did.
Yeah. My birth mum, she had severe mental health problems, and she had a drug addiction, so she wasn't really around very much. She left children on their own. My siblings, because of the neglect, they really struggled, and a lot of violence was there. And even though I was there, I don't really have any memories of it, but I do remember in my body with certain things.
Because I'm feeling how I felt on the day, like just really on edge and overwhelmed, but I'm okay, I'm all right. It's just I'm getting like flashbacks to that day.
Do you like water?
Yeah. I didn't think it would be as overwhelming. I thought because I've dealt with it now, it'll be a lot easier to talk about, but I didn't realise just like how much it can hit you again. So just...
It's not ideal to get to 19 and then to be suddenly told, okay, this is your story.
It hurts me a lot looking back and thinking I was that young, I was terrified, I didn't know what was going on, and now I do. And I'm looking back and I, like, you know how you said focusing on little Hannah and the trauma she was experiencing, like it makes me feel like I just want to protect my younger self. Like.
Today was a delight, and I can see how much it's given you as well.
I understand it so much more here. Like, my birth mum was only young, going through a lot, similar, like being homeless, how I've been homeless, very similar. You know, she struggled. If I was still at home and the way my mum was telling me, I wouldn't understand it.
Adopted children face the same struggles as everyone. But for us, the thought of losing your forever mum and dad is truly terrifying. My mum has been battling cancer for the past 2 years.
My main concern has been about who will be there for you.
I'm so scared of losing you. I'm so scared.
I know.
You've always been the one consistent person in my life, no matter what has happened. And I'm very scared of losing you. And
I know, sweetheart, I know. But part of my job as a mum is to make sure you are safe and secure going forward. Okay? Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
That's okay, Hannah.
Today's been really helpful.
Good.
As much as this gave me pain, it also gave me clarity. You have to look backwards in order to look forward sometimes.
Thank you so much. You've done brilliant. Take care of yourself. See you soon.
See you soon.
Although it's hard to look back and it can be painful and shocking, as Hannah found, actually I believe it's freed Hannah up to have more control over her decisions, to understand more, to be kinder to herself and think, oh, okay, that's why I struggled as a child, rather than to beat herself up and think, well, I was a bad kid.
You are not your trauma, you are not the things that happened to you, it was not your fault. And for adopted people that feel lost or feel like they're not important and not worthy, and you absolutely are, and you're very loved.
Family Futures is the most wonderful organisation. They make you realise it's okay, normal even, to feel the things you do in your mind and your body. And every time I come here, I get better. I release some of my trauma. They guide you down a path towards a brighter future, even if that means excavating your past.